Good evening and Nithyanandam. Tonight we bring you a special coverage of the magnificent Mahaparamashivaratri celebrations unfolding across Kailasa's global ecosystem. From February 6 through February 22nd, 2026, devotees, citizens, and spiritual seekers across continents have been immersed in sacred celebrations honoring Paramashiva. The peak of these celebrations occurred on February 15th, the auspicious night of Paramashiva, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, delivered a profound presidential address revealing the deepest secrets of the cosmos. Tonight, we take you on a journey through these historic celebrations that have Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam welcomed the global Nithyananda Sangha with blessings that resonated across time zones and continents, speaking to devotees and Kailasa Vasis in Maha Kailasa ecosystems worldwide, and millions joining virtually. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, offered a transmission that bridged ancient Vedic Hindu wisdom with cutting edge quantum physics. In his address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, declared that darkness is not the absence of light, it is the ground of light. And drawing parallels between the Vedic Hindu cosmology and modern astrophysics, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed how NASA's discoveries of the cosmic microwave background radiation mirror the Hindu description of the moment when the unmanifest, the avyakta, becomes manifest, the vyakta. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, explained the profound holographic nature of existence. He said that every single one of your 37 trillion cells contains the complete genetic blueprint for building the whole body. If the physical body is holographic, how much more so is consciousness? The discourse unveiled the science of quantum entanglement as the physical metaphor for guru-disciple transmission, demonstrating how distance becomes irrelevant when consciousness achieves coherence. And the scale of these celebrations reflects Kailasa's truly global presence. 1 million global Hindu diaspora participated, 300,000 free vegetarian meals served, 11,000 digital media collaborators from around the globe were present, and over 120 countries celebrated Kailasa's Mahaparamashivaratri, as well as over 10,000 participants engaged in the Shivratri, Sadashivoham, the Paramashivasena programs worldwide. And more than 80 global temples of Kailasa attended the celebrations. From Adi Kailasha in Bengaluru to the temples in the United States, from the European ecosystems to communities in Southeast Asia, the chanting of sacred mantras and the performance of Shivratri rituals created a wave of divine energy circling the planet. A historic moment unfolded during the celebrations as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conferred the Sannyas initiation, the monkhood, upon new disciples. Sannyas represents the ultimate commitment to spiritual enlightenment and service to humanity. These new monastics join Kailasa's growing order of renunciates dedicated to preserving and transmitting the ancient Vedic Hindu sciences of consciousness. And these new initiates will undergo intensive training in Hindu sciences and agamic traditions, yogic practices, service to humanity through Kailasa's global missions, as well as leadership in spiritual education and consciousness-based solutions, a living tradition that has guided humanity for millennia. And in a distinguished ceremony held during the Mahaparamashivaratri, Kailasa conferred the prestigious KAILASA Om Awards to two exceptional leaders whose contributions have made the world a better place to live. Her Excellency Suzanne F.C. Roma from Curaçao, Kingdom of the Netherlands, has served her nation with unparalleled distinction across multiple branches of public office. Her remarkable career includes serving as Prime Minister, Minister of Justice, Minister of Economic Affairs, Minister of Transport, Traffic and Urban Planning, Minister of Health, Environment and Nature, as well as Member of Parliament and Constitutional Judge, upholding democratic and legal standards. And beyond public service, Her Excellency, who was conferred the KAILASA Om Awards, has contributed as a university lecturer, lawyer, and a corporate board member. She remains deeply committed to voluntary service through foundations dedicated to cultural and historical preservations. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, honored her, saying, "Thank you for being here and thank you for what you're doing to make the world a better place to live." And the other KAILASA Om awardee was Professor Carl Camellia, as well as from Curaçao, Kingdom of Netherlands. Professor Camellia is a pioneering educator and consciousness researcher whose work bridges Eastern and Western knowledge systems. And the key achievements include being the principal founder and the academic vice president of academic affairs of the University of Maharishi for Latin America and the Caribbean, as well as founder and CEO of the Integral University of the Caribbean and Latin America. He is also a certified teacher of transcendental meditation since 1978, having instructed over 1,000 people, and he is also the National Director for Curaçao, appointed by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi in 1980. Professor Carl Camellia's academic contributions include development of international programs achieving European accreditation, collaboration agreements with universities across the USA, Netherlands, India, Spain, Latin America, and the Caribbean, and he has also published research in international journals across multiple countries. And he has a groundbreaking research on consciousness-based rehabilitation in Curaçao prison using transcendental meditation. And he has also founded the Maharishi Panchakarma Clinic in Curaçao in 1987, published a unique integrative medicine curriculum combining Western allopathic and Ayurvedic medicine. As a keynote speaker, Professor Carl Camellia has addressed audiences in the USA, India, Netherlands, Spain, Brazil, Paraguay, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, and Cuba. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, acknowledged Professor Carl Camellia's dedication by saying, "Thank you for being here and for doing what you're doing." And now, highlighting the February 15th celebration was the groundbreaking discourse by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on quantum entanglement and quantum enlightenment transmission, a guided experience that led thousands simultaneously into direct experience of Paramashiva's consciousness. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism guided participants through a systematic process, including noise reduction, withdrawing attention from mental distractions, breath awareness, focusing on the gaps between breaths, oneness with Guru, establishing the quantum for consciousness transmission, as well as Kundalini awakening, merging one's Kundalini with Paramashiva, with the cosmos. And in a visionary announcement during the discourse, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed KAILASA's forthcoming initiative, which is the Kuberapattanam, the KAILASA's Dharmic trade and share market. This revolutionary platform will recognize and promote businesses that operate according to cosmic law and dharmic principles that prioritize cooperation over competition, and that understand that we are waves in one ocean, neurons in one brain, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, puts it. And Swamiji also explained the unprecedented feature. He explained that the exchange rate of the currency here, of your currency here, and your punya currency there will be absolutely same and in sync. This means wealth accumulated through dharmic business practices will directly translate to spiritual merit or punya that carries into the vertical time zones beyond this life. Kuberapattanam represents a paradigm shift from competitive capitalism to cosmic capitalism, where economic activity aligns with universal consciousness principles. And one of the most remarkable aspects of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's discourse were the seamless integration of the Hindu cosmology with the cutting edge physics. Swamiji cited NASA's documentation of the epoch of photon decoupling, the moment 380,000 years after the Big Bang, when the first atoms formed and light could travel freely. This, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained, is identical to the Hindu description of avyakta, or the unmanifest, becoming vyakta, the manifest. The holographic principle, a cutting-edge concept in quantum physics, was revealed to be the same truth expressed in Hindu statements such as Pindanda contains Brahmanda, which means the microcosm contains the macrocosm. Quantum entanglement, where particles remain connected regardless of distance, provides the physical metaphor for the guru-disciple transmission described in the ancient Hindu scriptures. Swamiji said, when you decide, I am your guru, and when you declare your integrity right now, distance does not matter. Coherence in consciousness starts now. Quantum entanglement starts now. Quantum enlightenment begins now. And let's take you around the world to witness how KAILASA's global ecosystem celebrated this sacred night. In San Jose in California, North America, one of KAILASA's largest US ecosystem, Council member Teresa Cox, the VIP of San Jose KAILASA, joined the celebrations, representing the growing bridge between civic leadership and spiritual consciousness. In India, at Adi Kailasha in Bengaluru, thousands performed the traditional Shivaratri Abhishekam to the ancient Shivalinga while simultaneously receiving the live transmission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The energy was described as electric and peaceful at once. In Europe, from London to Amsterdam, the European centers conducted multilingual programs with devotees from over 20 nationalities participating. The unity in diversity exemplified Kailasa's vision of Vasudevam Kutumbakam, the world is one family. In Southeast Asia, in Malaysia and Singapore, devotees gathered in record numbers, with many receiving their first Atma Linga initiation during this sacred period. And in the Southern Hemisphere, despite being on the opposite ends of the earth, Australian and South American centers synchronized their celebrations, proving that consciousness knows no geographical boundaries. And central to the Mahaparamashivaratri celebrations was the Atma Linga, the sacred crystalline form that Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, describes as a wormhole interface between the formless and the manifest reality. Swamiji explained the three-part structure of the Atma Linga. One is the Brahma Bhag, the base that represents the unmanifest, the source. And the second is the Vishnu Bhag, the middle part, the sustaining field of consciousness. And the last one is the Rudra Bhag, the crown part, pure awareness, the witness. Over 15,000 Atma Linga initiations were given during the celebration period, with each recipient receiving personalized guidance on activation and daily practice. Swamiji revealed that the Atma Linga is not just an idol or a deity, it is an interface. The outer linga is training wheels for the inner linga inside your body. The Sushma Nadi is the linga shaft, the Muladhara is the base, and the Sahasrara is the crown. One of the most revolutionary teachings delivered by Swamiji during the celebrations addressed the fundamental nature of human existence. Swamiji explained that the body evolves from animals, so it carries the survival of the fittest. Consciousness descends from the higher. It carries everything of the ultimate, which is Paramashiva. And this makes planet Earth unique. It is the space where both worlds meet. Human beings are the species where matter and consciousness intersect in perfect balance. Swamiji revealed that anyone who wants the ultimate liberation has to come to planet Earth, assume the human body, and he called out to human beings that we have something that even gods yearn for, even beings up to Brahmaloka need to come to planet Earth to achieve Paramukti. This teaching refers to human life form from something extraordinary to the rarest cosmic opportunity, the precise intersection point where complete enlightenment becomes possible. And a profound moral and economic vision as well as emerged from Swamiji's discourse, what Swamiji termed as the Dharmic download. Swamiji declared, we are waves in one ocean, neurons in one brain, cells in one cosmic body. The moment we understand we are part of one competition, we are part of one, competition is out and cooperation is in. This challenges the fundamental assumption of capitalist economics that we are separate entities competing for scarce resources. The Ishavasha Upanishad's truths was invoked. The one who sees all beings in their own self and their own self in all beings does not hate anyone. On the nature of evil, Swamiji offered a revolutionary perspective. Swamiji said, evil is ignorance, avidya, a localized forgetting of unity. The fix is not punishment or war. It is education, illumination, remembering, enlightenment. This doesn't mean becoming passive, as Krishna taught Arjuna on the battlefield, but rather acting from moksha centricity to restore cosmic order, not to satisfy the ego. Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, crystallized the essence of the entire celebration of Mahaparamashivaratri into 8 ultimate truths for all seekers. 1. You're not a body. You're a field of consciousness temporarily localized in biological form. Second, reality is holographic. The whole is in the part. Every cell encodes Paramashiva. Every moment contains eternity. Third, quantum entanglement is the physical metaphor for guru-disciple transmission. Distance is irrelevant. Coherence is everything. Fourth, the Shiva Linga, your Atma Linga, is not an idol or a deity. It is an interface, a wormhole architecture connecting the formless to the manifest. Fifth, Samadhi is not trance, it is super clarity, a state where the quantum computer of your mind stops calculating and starts reflecting reality. 6. The download is real, not a metaphor. Your DNA, your neurons, your Karana Sharira gets updated with cosmic intelligence when you access the 0 point field. Seventh, once you know we are one, competition becomes cooperation and evil is recognized as ignorance waiting to be healed. And finally, eighth, Paramashiva is not far. He is encoded in every cell of your being. The Atma Linga is not a stone, it is a activation key. And the path is not complex. It is the breath gap, the Guru's grace, your own willingness to stop, listen, and be. While February 15th marked the peak, the Mahaparamashivaratri celebrations continue in Kailasas globally through February 22nd, and the upcoming events include the daily discourses by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealing deeper cosmic secrets every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in and receive the blessings and grace of Swamiji and further secrets from the cosmic truths. And second, the continued Linga initiations, the specialized programs for youth, families, and new seekers, Abhishekam and Puja programs in all the Kailasa ecosystems globally. Viewers can join these celebrations by connecting with their nearest Kailasa ecosystems or participating virtually through the official channels. The Mahaparamashivaratri celebrations represent a historic moment in Kailasa's mission, uniting the ancient Hindu wisdom, the cutting edge science, and the direct experimental transmission on a global scale. From the KAILASA Om Awards honoring global leaders to the initiation of new sannyasis, monks, from the revolutionary Kuberapattanam, the announcement to the Quantum Enlightenment Transmission experienced by thousands simultaneously. These celebrations have set new standards for how spirituality can address modern challenges. Swamiji's presidential address didn't just explain cosmic truths, it activated them in the nervous systems of participants worldwide, proving that consciousness transmission can happen instantaneously regardless of physical distance. As the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam declared, "You are not separate from me, you are not even connected to me, you are me. Aham Tvam, Tvam Aham." The celebrations continue through February 22nd, with each day bringing deeper revelations and more profound awakenings for all beings seeking truth, liberation, and the direct experience of Paramashiva's consciousness. Kailasa's doors remain open. From all of us covering these historic celebrations, thank you and Nithyanandam.